You just mentioned BlackRock. It just, it's something that just came to my mind is that we're already seeing RWA becoming the main bridge. It is already happening because the fact that a behemoth like BlackRock is launching a fund on Ethereum that isn't a crypto company, it's playing with stocks. That's the ultimate TradFi player building the bridge from their own side. So this actually feels inevitable to me. The actual bridge, compound to the whole RWA infrastructure, because RWA will likely become the bedrock. It's probably safe, yield-generating base layer upon which all the more innovative, speculative parts of DeFi and Web3 are gonna be built or are already built. It's how we go from billions to trillions, just the on-chain. And also as well, just think about it. The entire traditional financial system is built on layers of middlemen, each adding cost, delay, and complexity. And of course, the most precious thing, which is time. The core promise of blockchain is to strip that all away from instant settlement and movement of value. And so that's why RWA tokenization, to my personal consent, is the practical on-ramp to get there. The only thing, of course, is going to be saying how quick is it going to get adopted by the community, by the users, by the humanity in general, and how strong will the resistance from the big bros will be. This is the thing that we will need to, and this is all we were working on one side to speed up the first component.
Yeah, again, 100% agree with everything the previous speaker said. I think if I was to just build on it a little bit, it would be around, it's going to grow, and it's going to grow potentially exponentially. I think the rate at which it grows is still hard to measure. Broadly speaking, I think there's two components. One is the providers, the willingness to do it. So that's the big old guard, the BlackRock, etc. And we're starting to see that now. There's already tokenized products, which is great. And then I think the second component is, can regulation and internal compliance in like big institutions, etc., keep up with it? And I think that's the bit that's a bit more harder to assess and measure. And that's why, if you look at recent analysis, the figures are quite varied. Some estimate that RWA on chain will hit 5 trillion by 2030. Some say, well, if you hit all the tailwinds in terms of TradFi coming in, regulatory adoption, it could be as high as 30 trillion by 2030. That sounds huge, but it's still relatively small in the grand scheme of things. So I think there's certain things that are out of our control. You don't really know who's kind of working behind the scenes that will slow down things, because absolutely, RWA creates a lot of winners, and it democratizes and makes it easier to access, especially for individuals.